And then you're like, yeah, no, I want to fuck this kitchen sponge. Like, yeah,
I didn't say I was gonna fuck the kitchen sponge. I just said that the sponge should get big for me. And then I told you to get big for me. And then I also told
which I really didn't. Which I don't think either of us really appreciated.
And then I almost told SSK, but then he backed down. He said, I don't want that smoke. And then I said,
well, you did ask him. You said, would you also like to grow larger, SSK? And they said, not particularly, no.
What's the term for that? Like a
bologna sandwich.
Yeah, blown out speaker probably.
Peeking the mic. It's like even beyond peeking the mic. That's
that true.
Destroying the microphone.
Yeah.
Blowing up the microphone with a pipe bomb.
I don't think I've ever had bologna, and I'm not really looking for an opportunity to try
That's crazy.
But
I don't think I've ever had bologna is a crazy sentence.
I mean, I get if you don't like it, but never having it is like crazy.
That is a little wild.
I fucking mained peanut butter and jellies. That was my thing. So it was like, I think also my mom and dad also just didn't fuck with bologna, so they didn't get bologna.
It is like weird. Fair. I can't even tell you what animal it is.
I mean, to be fair, pig. Everything.
Is it an animal even? Like, low-key, it might be some secret third thing. Like, neither plant nor animal.
I mean, to be fair, I don't remember the last time I had
It's made from various animals.
Yeah.
It's an invertebrate.
Pork, beef, chicken, and turkey, I think.
Yummy.
Just some, like...
Triforce, okay.
Yeah,
that was 4 meats.
There's 4.
Yeah.
That's the quad force, bro.
Quad force, there you go.
Yeah. Third day.
I see here, aside from pork, bologna can be made out of chicken, turkey, beef, venison, a combination of meats, or soy protein.
Who the fuck makes it out of venison? I've never seen that in my life. What the heck? Why would you waste perfectly good venison?
Clearly, you've never seen Roadkill. But...
Well,
there is apparently a version of high-fat bologna that's native to West Tennessee, known as rag bologna.
Rag bologna?
Yes, rag bologna is a long stick or chub.
So it's it's like ragtime. You know what I mean? You have to do a little dance before you can eat it.
Yo, me and the boys like shoveling bologna to the sound of Scott Joplin, just like fucking going crazy in the back.
An old
it's like the fucking that'll
bologna.
Be like the new fucking Cotton Eye Joe. Like that'll be like the fucking
it is traditionally
Scott
sold
Joplin
wrapped in a cloth rag.
A cloth
and has a higher
rag?
And has a higher content of filler than that of regular bologna. Milk solids, flour, cereal, and spices are added during processing. And the roll of bologna is bathed in lactic acid before being coated in paraffin wax. It is generally eaten on white bread with mustard and pickles, but is also a staple of family gatherings where thick slices are smoked and barbecued, along with other meats. This Nestani?
You said West.
The native. Oh, okay. West. That's fair.
East side.
That sounds like one of those things where it's like people back in the day that were like, dude, we got to make something with what we got. What the fuck are we going to do?
How do you process bologna even further? Like, bologna is already like
cereal is crazy.
Process.
I just want to say
cereal is
cereal.
I was waiting for you to say.
I
was waiting for you to say like sawdust or something like that, and I would have believed.
That would be fire, honestly.
Yeah, saltines in the bologna, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Anyway, I hope you're not eating while watching this. Even though nobody asked, we
bolognied.
We bolognied it.
I'm bologna.
I'm bologna.
I'm also bologna.
And we're bologna.
And today on the Bologna podcast, we're actually going to exclusively talk about bologna the entire time. Actually, what we're going to talk about is what we talked about last week for like 2 seconds because these guys know something I don't. And I don't know what it is.
We had a tragic, but it's like a bittersweet news update on. So last week we talked about the GDQ games list, and one of the ones that got, I don't remember which one of us shouted it out, but we all kind of popped off about it, was a game called Ebola Village by Maxi Lobes. So we were talking about Ebola Village because that game is just like dog shit and stupid.
Yeah.
It's a meme. Unfortunately, it was removed from the schedule after further consideration.
Huh?
Because it was, I think the reason behind it was the fact that the game used like AI, like
I think
generative AI pretty substantially in the production of it, and also just like stole a bunch of shit.
I like how it's not the name of the game.
Yeah, I was about to say it's called Ebola Village.
Here's the thing, okay?
That's
so,
why.
Hang on.
What the fuck?
So the AI stuff was part of it, but also it's like there's just some stuff in that. There's some subject matter in Ebola Village that is actually just hard to skate around.
Yeah.
Like Ebola?
In terms of explaining it. I mean, the fact that you inject yourself with hep in order to, like, you know, avoid getting Ebola or something like that.
What is
I'm assuming you did not know
so-
that, Jax.
Hepatitis!
Yeah, hepatitis.
I don't know. What
Give yourself Hep C in order to not get Ebola? I don't think that's how that works.
So, I mean, I would have had faith in Maxi to, you know, like sell it in a way that's like pretty nondescript.
Like,
however, when it
Save
comes to the,
you know,
when it comes to the generative AI, I mean, he could have just referred to it as like the like healing serum from RE7, you know, or from like RE Village,
healing something,
that sort of thing.
Dude, instead of green herbs, it's hepatitis?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
essentially,
so-
yes.
Oh my
But
god.
it was ruled against because of the generative AI stuff, as far as I'm aware. That was like the thing that when the games committee was looking back at it, they went, okay, you know what? Actually, no.
Yeah.
And this is actually something that I had thought about like lightly when Only Up was on the marathon.
Yeah.
Which Only Up was more like NFTs and like some stolen, I think some
so you can make
reused
money on
assets
that
or
game, so
stolen
it's
assets
fine.
or something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But well, so number one, Max is still in the marathon. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah,
Okay,
so the
he's
good
still-
news-
he's
in
gonna
the marathon.
he's gonna be running Fear 2, which is a much better game as far as I'm aware. I have not played any of the Fear games, but I've watched the runs of them and they're cool. So he's gonna get to run a much better game. And in Maxi's post that he made on Bluesky, he said that the Ebola Village was kind of a worthy sacrifice for the guidelines to be updated for game submissions, because now like any sort of use of AI in the game, or at least extensive use, you know, I don't remember the exact wording on the submissions, like the game is just outright not submittable to the marathon. And I think that is honestly the correct stance to take, because Ebola Village was like right there in terms of the line of what is acceptable.
Yeah.
And so I think it's fine to sacrifice this shitty meme game so the guidelines can be updated. You know, Maxi was like hyped to run it regardless, but I think he's way more hyped to run Fear 2. Yeah.
So for those who don't know, the Fear franchise is like a legendary like horror FPS series.
And the studio that made them, along with like the Condemned series, is no longer around, which is Monolith Studios. They were famously put on the Shadow of Mordor series, and then they also made Shadow of War after that. And they were both really good. I especially enjoyed Shadow of Mordor. I thought it was awesome. And those were the only games that are actually using the Nemesis system that I think Activision or EA or whoever owned. They have a patent on the Nemesis system, which is that when you kill an officer in the game, they'll remember who you are, and you'll build like a conflict or rivalry with these different officers, and you can do a lot of other stuff like manipulating the army and everything in Shadow of Mordor as well. But Monolith got shut down despite being the only studio that was using this patent at the company.
Like, really cool thing.
Yeah, and so that thing's just floating out there. So Fear 2 getting in is also just like another, like, you know, tip of the hat to Monolith. Like, hey, you know, the games that you made while you were around were awesome. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure it's true.
I think this might
Maxi,
also
I'm
be
sure
Fear
will be
2's first time in a GDQ.
I believe
as well,
so.
which
Yes.
is also a big deal.
So funny enough, to a lot of the there were a lot of improvements made to this run when Maxi came around to it. At first, this is gonna be a good story. Just buckle in here for a second. So when Maxi first arrived on the scene for this game,
I'm gonna wreck.
there's a glitch in Fear 2 called the sound acceleration error, And essentially, when you mute the game, it just doesn't play dialogue. Like, it just doesn't play the dialogue lines, so you get to save minutes over the course of the run just by having, like, the dialogue muted.
I wish I could play Fright.
And or it was like deleting the sound files or something like that. There was something like logistically weird about it, and it was just like the default part of the board. And even the record holder was like, "Hey, I don't really know if this should be allowed because we're just going in and like deleting these sound files. Like, we might as well be injecting code. Essentially, it's like paraphrasing." You know, it's a little weird logistically to okay, like, deleting part of the game files from, like, the CMAPS common folder, right? Yeah. If it's, like, the startup stuff, like, they're in the DMC reboot, we just, like, delete the video files that play when you boot up the game.
In a sense, isn't it just like a cutscene remover, except that you're just removing the dialogue?
I guess, but, like, the fact that you're just going in and, like, that's the default to just, like, delete them or whatever, or, like, mute the game, it's whack, right? Logistically, it's a little whack.
This is also just, like, old school speedrunner.
Whack.
Yeah, but so Maxi went into that game, made a bunch of improvements to the game, and beat the time without sound acceleration error. And then I remember asking him, I was like, "How'd you do that?" And he said, "Well, I used the tech called Get Better at the Game." And I was like, fair enough.
That usually works.
Fair enough. So
not wrong.
Along with him coming along, there's at least a handful of other runners that do the Fear trilogy that have all kind of like put their mark on the game as well. And it's just a better run for it now. So it's, I guess, now properly can be shown at a GDQ with like some cool tech and stuff. So
yeah,
can be pretty neat. I mean, Maxi's original Fear run from like, I don't know, 2017, 2018 is like, that was one of the first speed runs I think I really watched. And that was like extremely cool. So
yeah,
Fear 2 is also pretty good in its own way.
Fear 1's definitely the more like popular one, but like so like Fear 2 like doesn't have as many.
It's a lot harder too, I think. The Fear 1 run.
Is that run what got you in the speedrunning or no?
No, that was actually his Devil May Cry run from, I think it was 2017 SGDQ. Yeah, I think it was SGDQ.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one that got me into it. I mean, if it wasn't that run, it would have been like the Halo Legendary run from, I think that was also 2017 or 2016.
Chronos or something
like that. I forget exactly who did it.
Oh, wait,
I'd have to look it up.
Goat Rope.
It was Halo CE, right?
It was a solo one, I think.
That's
what
it was
Halo 2.
Oh, Halo 2.
Yeah, it was Halo 2. So, and it wasn't Mr. Monopoly.
Definitely not. Was it the Kryphen one or the Rana Budana?
Y'all are just speaking another
I don't
language.
remember.
You guys are just like gibbering.
I'd have to actually like.
This is crazy. What
the hell?
Vagamato, you know.
Look at the it sounds like a fucking Kodor like language. What was
Eventually,
the first speedrun you watched, Jaxler? Do you remember?
Cryphon. It's Cryphons from AGDQ 2017.
What was the first speedrun I watched?
Yeah.
Low key, it was either a Zelda or a Sonic run. Because the way I got into speedrunning
Not Mario?
No.
Damn it.
Sorry. Because the way I got into speedrunning was like, I watched like glitch, like video, like people on YouTube would like do like these glitch compilation video type of things. On things like Zelda, or, you know, there's this guy named Psycho who did a bunch of them, or Aeon Start was another one I would watch. And a lot of times they, like, even back then they would like reach out to speedrunners to ask like how things worked or like to explain it properly. And then be like, oh, if you really enjoy this stuff, you should watch this person's speedrun. So I remember one of those early ones being Darkspine Sonic, who is like a legend in the Sonic speedrunning community, for example.
Giga Chad Sonic.
I don't believe you. I'm looking this guy up.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
So it's probably one of those, or it might it was probably something Zelda related. It was probably Ocarina of Time, if I had to guess. And, you know, if I mention Ocarina of Time, a lot of people know how that pipeline goes. And then, like, the other run I remember seeing very, very
I can't hear the word pipe, I'm sorry.
was... Yeah.
without thinking about
See,
bombs.
you think of I love bombs.
Bombs are so cool.
Airport.
FBI, I have a bomb.
Yeah, especially when they're like
I'm
at
walking
airports.
to the White House right now with it. FBI, you hear me? I'm speaking to a microphone.
Yeah, I'm
FBI.
helping with that one part of. I'm helping out with the demolition that they're doing. The construction.
The demolition is crazy. Do you remember your first speedrun you watched, Cosmic? You did kind of just say it was the fear.
Or Halo, or
It was probably actually as. I mean, the one that got me into it was definitely like the DMC 2017 run.
Yeah. But like the very
But I think the first one that I actually watched was probably a Zelda one. It might have actually just been an OOT run.
Because Zelda Ocarina of Time was like kind of the thing that really made speedrunning start to explode in terms of like.
Yeah, I mean, especially because of like the way that the any percent at the time worked with like the way they would get because it was like when you would exit a room in OOT, it was just like reading a room ID. So they just got it to like flip around. And that was like hearing them explain all that was like fascinating to me.
Yeah.
So that was before ACE and all that sort of stuff. That was when like Ganonless was its own category.
I'm going to
I was about to say that I've never.
Oh my god, Cosmic, you're so old.
I mean, to be fair, I don't even know what it is, so
it's just
arbitrary
code execution.
Oh.
Arbitrary code execution.
Oh, okay.
So that's like when you like do crazy shit.
That's what you do in Neopets.
The game files.
I also wanted to avoid the inevitability of Jaxler going hey, that's me when I said Ace. So I tried to skirt around that by saying ACE.
You know what? I will give you that one.
Cole, what's the first speedrun you watched, Mr. Coley?
If you're counting Mario Kart Wii, then like time trials, then it's that.
I'm not counting that.
Oh, okay.
If it's not that, then it's probably Breath of the Wild.
Dude, 3 for 3 for Zelda is crazy. What the?
I don't think
I don't think you understand how powerful Zelda speedrunning is in terms of like reach.
Although
I don't think I've ever watched a Zelda speedrun.
That can't be right.
I feel like there's got to be something in between.
I think if I were to also include like informal speedrunning, I feel like maybe I could just count like watching my brother do Mirror's Edge time trials in the living room.
0%.
See, that's what I'm saying. He was like Mario Kart.
Because that was when like
Mario
a lot
Kart
of
there's
like,
a lot of adjacent things though that end up feeding.
Yeah.
I mean, time trials.
Well, he was using like speedrunner. He was using like old speedrunner tech when he was
the only
doing
reason
that
why I
stuff.
say Breath of the Wild is because there's Terminal Montage who does like those animated things where it's like
anime.
It like pokes fun at like speed runs, and so like
like the Breath of the Wild run in a nutshell.
Yeah, so I feel like I probably watched that, and then I just looked at that. But I feel like there's got to be some other thing that I'd seen before that, because like I knew what speedrunning was in like middle school, probably.
Dude, how did everyone know what the fuck speed? Okay, whatever.
I didn't really.
I'd never heard of this shit ever.
So.
I mean, considering like I came into it a weird and kind of in some ways to my peers late, which is hilarious because like I'm in a weird spot. I started in 2015, so all of the old heads think I'm like a young blood, and all the young bloods think I'm fucking unk. So it's like really weird. But that was what I was gonna ask you, Nestani. Is like I know your story of getting into it via wanting to beat Ryan and Theory's ass, but like, is that how you learned about speedrunning? Was just through that alone? Like,
the first speedrun I ever watched was a random twitch.tv/Ryan and Theory Scooby-Doo Not Around to Fight stream. 100%. That is how
really
I found out about speedrunning. Is that he just speedrun, and you know, because we were just always playing Smite. And so he would just stream sometimes, and he would only stream that game. He wouldn't stream Smite or anything else. And so I would just be like, oh, you stream? I watch Twitch. And then I would just like watch, and then I would just like fucking do what I do still, which is just relentlessly blow up your chat and just like fucking type it away, and you cannot stop it. It's really tough. No, but that is dead ass the first speedrun thing I've ever watched. I didn't even know about the thing until then either. Like
the community of it.
Well, no, I didn't even know about that. So so in like 2016, I was like, oh, he speedrun, like I read it as like, oh, he speedruns this game, right? I didn't know anything else, though. I just knew that he tried to beat the game fast. That's all I knew. I didn't know there was a leaderboard. I didn't know there was a Discord. I didn't know shit at all.
It might have, to you on the outside, it was probably like, he just does this thing because he thinks it's cool or interesting.
Literally, that was it. I was like, he just does this for fun. Because I never really paid attention that much. I would normally have him up, and then I would be playing Smite. Hey, what do you want from me? You want me to not play Smite? That would probably be good for my mental health. But no, like I literally didn't find out about like GDQ or like really the wide speedrun thing until probably you, Jaxler.
Yeah, because you probably like through me. Honestly,
I think I think that literally the first time I
sense.
heard about GDQ was when you and Snowy were trying to get into GDQ, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?
What is that? That's
who?
Damn, that's who? That's kind of wild.
That's a while ago, bro.
Wait, okay. So what I actually think might have been the first speedrun I've seen. Is Sonic 2, like for Genesis.
Okay,
probably that. Because I had this is the weirdest way. I had a Kindle Fire, and for some reason I don't know how it got on there. Sonic 2 was on there, and so I would replay the game over and over and over again. But I kept getting stuck on the final boss because there's the Death Egg Zone, and then there's Metal Sonic, which I could get past. But then the fucking like Eggman robot was so tough, and I remember finding like a tutorial on how to casually do, but then I was like, how do they do this in like how does, like, it was like on YouTube recommended. I was like, how did some guy beat this in like this amount of time? And then I just watched it and I was probably like, oh my God. But I would definitely say that like Mario Kart was the bigger relation. Just wanted to
I mean, to be fair, my story is
my
basically over because it's just I saw Scooby-Doo Out of 100 Frights, and that was my introduction to speedrunning, which is unlucky. We have 3 Zeldas and then Scooby-Doo.
Well, that is interesting.
Honestly, tragic.
Only for the fact that it's weird how I wonder why I thought for Scooby I was like, I'm gonna do that, like son of a bitch, I'm in, but not like Mario Kart or Sonic, when I definitely was more into those franchises and games. I don't know. I'm not sure
here's
why.
what I'll say. I didn't really see myself as someone who could speedrun. I think I alluded to it a little bit of the Secret of Evermore run by Meta Sigma at GDQ. And I refer to that run a lot because I wasn't really able to see myself. Like, I think a lot of times when you see like a Zelda run or your first speed run or like something like that, it's hard to see yourself as someone who'd be like, oh, I could potentially do that, right? Because like, especially with the 3D Zeldas are notorious for being really fucking hard runs. And like top level Mario 64 or like the top level of really popular games.
Green Squeegee's done it again.
He has, and he will continue continuously. But it's like, when you see something that's on like the smaller side, or you see someone with like a different level of passion or intensity or what they care about with whatever they're presenting, like then it becomes a lot easier. So like for me, when I saw Meta Sigma do that run in like, I want to say like 2014, 2015, I was like, oh, now I get it. You know what I mean? So that's like I think Cole with you maybe, and this could be miles off. Like, I mean, Mario Kart Wii is a fucking
kilometers off, some would say.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, Mario Kart Wii is absolutely
really
nuts.
Fucking hard. And like not that Scooby isn't hard, or a lot of these other smaller games aren't like
Scooby
difficult,
isn't hard.
but it's like when communities are smaller or it's a bit scrappier and more grassroots, it's a lot easier to maybe picture yourself.
No, I think
in that space. Maybe not in the space of, oh, this runner who's like world record holder per se, but it's like, oh, wait, this might be more. The cliff isn't that far up as I thought. These are like people I could like talk to.
We jumping off of that, or
no, jumping up. You know.
now that I think about it, I just remember like watching Baz's run of Frights, and I'm like, he just held up left and he clipped through a gate. Yeah. Like he just clipped through the gate, and I didn't know you could do that. And so then you could just go in and try it. But then it's like, I want to try the Grumble Volcano like ultra shortcut, and it's like I don't even know how to get up to the rock to even start doing it.
I think a big factor too is the concept of skill floor, which is kind of like the minimum threshold that you need to meet
Which Scooby has an insanely low skill floor.
Skill floor.
Yeah.
Insanely low.
Yeah.
And so like things like Mario Kart Wii has a like you can like play Mario Kart just like run around the tracks like a normal person, but it's like to be like the skill floor to like do the harder shit and to like really that shit's fucked. The Zelda games are a great example. Like Mario 64, like it's I would say not as much as the Zeldas, but it's
there's
like
a lot of easy movement in Mario though.
There is a lot of easy
and
movement.
It's pretty
but also
simple.
if you but also like it's one of those things like if you're not comfortable with that controller or you've played other 3D platformers and then you're trying Mario 64
or
you
have to deal with the camera and you want to kill yourself.
You manip the camera and then you want to commit death. But then you have things like Frights or SpongeBob Truth or Square or Neopets where it's like
walk forward, clip through wall, and you're like, cool.
Yeah, it's wait,
just works
because it's like it's so much more appealing to like what you said with the hold up left and clip through a gate, where it's like one of those things where it's the barrier to entry, where it's like how much do I need to do to start doing the magic tricks? Because the stuff that like makes you feel like you're doing them. This is why I like showing people Neopets is like a great example of this, where it's like it's really easy to pick up and learn, but even like the baby easy shit, you're walking on the y=0 plane going.
Yeah, it looks like crazy.
You get the cloak and you start hovering, and it's just like, holy shit, this is cool. And when you get that taste that, oh, I'm doing something I'm not supposed to, and it's really cool, it then clicks. It's like, wait a minute. I
should rob banks because if I steal something successfully, I should keep stealing because I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
It's really cool.
If I keep winning at the casino, I should keep playing.
People have been saying that.
I should double down at
this episode of the
I should
ETNA
double
podcast
down at the blackjack table on a 10 and an 8, you know? Like I should
sign on to FanDuel Casino now.
No!
DraftKings Sportsbook right here. We're sponsored, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we aren't. If we even think about taking a sponsorship
MGM
like
Casino.
that, I walk. No, not MGM.
Okay, but like, what if it's like $10
MGM
million though? I feel like there's always a line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like I'm not gonna promote gambling until they give me a couple M's, and then I'm like, well,
nah.
Yeah, I hate gambling, but if you want to give me money, I will preach it like it's like, you know.
Dude, small side tangent. The CoffeeZilla gambling video, the latest one or whatever, he like mentions Nadeshot, and then like in one of the clips, Nadeshot's like, he was like, how much money would it take for you to like, would you like do a gambling sponsorship for like $100 million? And he was just like, yeah, fuck them kids. And I feel the same way. I'm just saying, there is, you give me $100 million, yeah, I'll do a little gambling. What? Like, what are we talking about?
For $100 million, you can spend the rest of your life living comfortably and also preaching against gambling.
Exactly.
As well.
After like the 1 year or 2 year contract that you get out of that, right? Like it's not even like you're going.
Yeah, let's
crazy
take all this gambling blood money and use it to like charity. You know,
I could do that. I probably won't. I mean, I would do that if I ever take a gambling sponsorship. Half of it's going to charity.
You know, if you guys had like
somehow I don't
$1 million, like
if I had $1 million,
if I had $1 million,
I don't remember the lyrics. Wait, we are referencing different things. I'm talking about the Eminem song.
Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah,
Eminem.
Bare Naked Ladies.
If I had $1 million off the Marshmallows LP, you know,
that's valid.
One of the greatest rap albums of all time by a white rapper.
Only white rappers are good at rap.
Similar to Jack Harlow's "Come Home the Kids Miss You." Similar to
that
Logic.
Is not.
I don't even know a single Logic album. Dude, I was talking this to Cosmic the other day when I was listing albums. I should have just kept listing white like rappers, but I don't know that many. But it would have been a great bit.
I mean, you brought up Run the Jewels, which is like halfway there.
RTJ is good. You know,
they are very good.
Yeah, I saw them at a Lord concert. That's how I got introduced to them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they opened for Lord, which is like crazy.
That's a very interesting vibe mismatch.
It's my favorite concert I've ever been to. Mainly because of Lord, but RTJ was cool too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What we were talking about before I side tangent with me saying that I love gambling and I would do it for money, but only a lot of money. Hey guys, if I get paid like $1 million, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? It has to at least be double digits. So just know that like if I'm doing a gambling sponsorship, it's really? 2 digits on the M's. Yeah. Well, I feel like by the time
I might be weaker than you.
Well, here's the thing. By the time you're getting M's, right, you're already making a shit ton of money off of whatever you're doing, right? And so with that, I'm like, oh, I could grow larger with this organically and then, push off the DraftKings bag until later on. And then when I get bigger, that bag just keeps getting bigger. And then when I'm huge, I cash in. And then I peace out forever,
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I have a big enough audience that it doesn't I won't get canceled anymore for taking a gambling sponsorship, Because the problem with Nate Shot is that he's not big enough to do a gambling sponsorship and people not care about it. You know what I mean? Like
his bag ain't deep enough.
He's really
to be
popular,
able to
but he's not that. He's not Kevin Garnett. You know what I mean? Kevin Garnett does a gambling. No one gives a fuck because he's Kevin fucking Garnett. You know what I mean? But
Did KG actually do that, or?
Yeah, they're sponsored by PrizePicks right now. It's really annoying. They have a segment on their podcast where they literally just do the over-unders, and it's really annoying because you can't really skip the section because sometimes they talk about real shit happening in the game in the segment, but other times it's just they're just doing the over-under thing, and I'm like, dude, this is lasting for too long and it's killing the flow of the podcast. No one fucking asked. What were we talking about before this?
I mean, speedrun inspirations, I guess, but I feel like we've kind of it kind of ran its course a little bit.
Yeah,
I can talk about how I saw a boxing match at a casino a few weeks ago.
I love gambling.
Yeah, I like how I've been to casino 2 times and I've barely gambled, and this one time I didn't even gamble at all.
I do see the overlap between casino and boxing because of probably betting on the match.
Yeah, sports betting.
Shit.
Yeah. I also just see a lot of people get beat up at casinos too, so they're probably getting lucky,
do you just well, hold on, is it watching people get beat up at casinos specifically, or just people getting beat up in general?
Well, sometimes you just grab somebody from the bar and you throw them in the ring and you see what happens. Put a pair of gloves on them.
You do not do that shit.
Fair enough.
Don't act like you move. Don't act like you have motion.
No. No, this was
you can't do that whatever the fuck that fucking was.
Did you see that the lighthouse went out on my window, by the way?
He's trying to distract you, Jaxler. Don't let him.
Oh, God.
But no, I actually did go to a boxing match, though. Yeah. My coworker, or not my coworker, my friend has a coworker whose brother was in the boxing match. So it was a very weird thread.
What?
I know. My friend had a coworker whose brother was in the match. All right.
And that's threads.
And so homie called me up and was like, do you want to go see a boxing match live? And I was like, that sounds like a good podcast.
Do you want to watch my coworker's brother get his ass beat?
Well, now wait a minute. Hold on. I'll get to that part. So the event was split into 2 parts. There was the first part where it's just boxing, and then there was kickboxing, which I guess I'm an idiot and I watched too much Zaboomafoo and stuff when I was a kid, but I thought kickboxing was how kangaroo, because that's also called kickboxing. I thought it was you're just exclusively using your feet in kickboxing, but that's not true. You box and you use your feet at the same time. And so the first matches, the people who I were with, and the person we were cheering on was in kickboxing, so we had to wait through the whole event until we get to see who we're actually there for, who I've never met, but was still interesting. And of course, because I watched, not because I've actually watched boxing, but because I watched Hajime no Ippo, I was like, dude, this is fire. I was like, I recognize it's almost like the anime took. I can't believe they made boxing real. I thought that was just an anime. So I was enthralled. Everybody else thought it was boring because they just wanted to see somebody get knocked out. Then we get to kickboxing.
That sounds strangely similar to hockey. Everyone else was just bored. They were just waiting for them to start fighting.
Yeah.
So then in kickboxing, that's when people started to actually kind of potentially I don't know, if they continue, they might get knocked out. But the match that for the guy we were rooting for, he was a heavyweight. He weighed 270. Oh, and Jesus. He was
That's
about
and
he was about 6 feet. But then here's the problem. So this league seemed kind of small, right? Like, it didn't seem like it seemed like a stepping stone if somebody wanted to be pro, but I don't know if it was. You know, it was kind of like a weird.
There's
circuit,
some pussy ass bitches.
And
what you're saying, amateurs.
No,
you
what
could
I'm
beat them
saying
up
is
yourself.
that
You're the goat. Hell yeah.
What I'm saying is that I don't think they had another guy to be an even match. And so this guy's opponent was like 320 pounds and like a half a foot taller than him. And so it wasn't really looking good for our boy there. And of course, it's his debut fight as well. So he's never fought before in like an actual ring in front of an audience, only in like the gym. And he got knee to the face.
Welcome to the NBA.
What? That's what they do.
Bro got hit with a shacked in the fool. Like, in the first
well, it's like your welcome to the NBA moment is like, you know, when you first got humiliated by an NBA player.
Yeah, when you first get like put on a poster.
This is a welcome to the boxing moment. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Which is the
basically, yeah. So yeah, he got knee to the face, and then he got back up. All right, we were like, let's go, yeah. And then he got knee to the face again, and we were like,
and then he died.
I don't know. And he took a while to get up. And he did. This was actually, honest to God, like an anime moment where the ref, I'm sorry, I just remembered that the ref's name was Steve. And every time me and my friend would be like, yes, Steve. Anyway, we were just dicking around. But
I love Steve from Minecraft.
Steve from Minecraft held up our boy and was like, are you okay? Like, he was checking him out. And our boy was like, yeah, and he was like, I want to keep fighting. I need to keep going. And it's like, dude, this is like, you will get a concussion and something like you do not want to get up again. And the ref just called it. And the family who was there supporting him were obviously very livid because it was such an uneven, unfair fight. But
uneven.
Otherwise, it was a good time. I was really.
Yeah, that was a thumbs down. That's my bad. I'll give myself the thumbs down on that.
You need to go back on the Blue Sky and let that rip.
But it was so
keep that over there, not here.
It was where the music.
No. We'll talk about this later. Okay, continue.
I only launch bangers on my Blue Sky timeline.
Dude, I fucking ratioed your ass. Like you gave me shit for DJ Valid, and then like
that was terrible.
That shit.
That was terrible.
Look,
DJ Valid was awful.
The numbers don't lie, dipshit. Like that's
you're more
thing.
popular than me. What are you talking about, bro? You have like fucking
double
my followers. What are you talking about?
Fucking Vane made a post about how like
no, they both have 4 likes.
Like,
Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
He's just jealous because I'm just so good at posting that I haven't tweeted on Blue Sky and like
you guys are actually like an old married couple and you're fighting over fucking Blue Sky.
Well, I launched a banger and he's just upset that I launched a banger and and I called him out on his not banger. You know?
It was a banger. You just couldn't see. You saw the vision and your glasses weren't on. Like
I had
you saw the vision
back
and
him
your
up,
glasses
this is
weren't
fair.
on.
Here's the other thing.
Yeah, I think
here's the other
thing
too. Like, if it wasn't a fucking banger, then why did fucking GTM come to my defense? You know.
Like, hey, the GTM can also be wrong. You know, you can all be wrong together. You know what I mean? Whoa. I'm just saying that your tweet's a pander tweet, man. You're pandering to all like the fucking the snowflake sunshine rainbows people on Blue Sky. They're like, oh my god, DJ Valid. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god, you're so valid. Oh my god. And that,
yeah,
you know
and
I mean?
then you're like,
and you get
and
that.
Then you're like, yeah, no, I want to fuck this kitchen sponge. Like, yeah,
I didn't say I was gonna fuck the kitchen sponge. I just said that the sponge should get big for me.
I wish I had a cigarette.
And then I told you to get big for me. And then I also told
which I really didn't. Which I don't think either of us really appreciated.
And then I almost told SSK, but then he backed down. He said, I don't want that smoke. And then I said,
well, you did ask him. You said, would you also like to grow larger, SSK? And they said, not particularly, no.
I just go silent for a while, and then I just absolutely terrorize the timeline. That's what I do.
And then Oof Moment said, this is why we need drafts on this site. I was like, fair enough.
Yeah, you got like literally every piece of feedback in the world that wasn't the fuck. That wasn't.
I'm just saying. I got.
You're like, yeah, no, I posted a banger. I'm gonna.
That's a lot of engagement.
Wait, so
more than he's used
but you
to.
both got
That's
the
true.
same number of likes?
No, he's way more popular than me. He got like fucking 20 or some shit.
I meant
He got like 5
so
retweets.
by the ratio,
Fucking
I
everyone in the
thought
speedrun scene
Jaxler was
follows him.
talking about his reply to Nestani, where he said, "Okay."
Yeah,
You know,
no, that
but-
definitely did not happen.
No,
He definitely did not ratio
But
me.
DJ
SSK
Valid
hit
did
you
in
with a
fact get
minus
more
2.
likes and reposts.
Like,
Yeah. And I would
Like,
argue
how do you-
most of that is due to him being famous. You know what I mean?
how do you get hit with a -2 from SSK of all people? Like, that's devastating, bro. That's
There's 18 responses in my head. I cannot say any of them.
I don't like when you guys fight. It scares me a little bit.
I mean, we're not
I'm
really
not-
fighting.
I'm not
I'm
fighting.
just correct.
This is like
He's just incorrect. And he's sitting there in his incorrect chair with his incorrect
This sounds
mic,
like you fighting.
resting his hands on his incorrect desk. You know what I mean? With his incorrect
You know-
headphones.
you know how-
He probably has his headphones on backwards, bro. His fucking like this
Can
is
love
probably his
exist
left
between
ear. You
a
know what I
DJ
mean?
Valid
Like,
girl and a sponge boy?
DJ Valid son or Get Big for Me Sponge Daughter.
Oh God,
get big for me, daughter.
good grief!
What?
I really did not like that one. That was gross. That was bad. That's like,
I repeated the same words Cosmic said. I don't understand like what made this different here. You know, he
I
said
said sponge.
he
boy.
said to
be
pick
fair.
one, and I picked one.
it didn't have to be DJ Valid versus not Drake.
So I went to New Jersey yesterday.
yeah, let's.
Well,
And,
wasn't Cole
uh,
not done with his boxing thing? Like this guy
I
got
was-
knocked
I
out. Was that
was-
the end of the story, or
He got knocked out.
dude? Should me and
then-
Jaxler box? Sorry, another side channel. Should me and Jaxler get in the ring? I think that would be good. I think
I
that would be
actually
good
would like
content.
to see that. Admittedly,
Yeah.
I would actually like
That
to
would be
see
fire, guys.
I
Who do
feel
you
like
think
that'd
would
be
win?
an insane character arc for both of you. Wait, how
Why?
tall are you each?
He's got like, I want to say you have like 2 inches.
I think
3
I'm like
inches on
6'2".
him?
Okay.
I don't know how tall I am.
Okay.
We still talking about the sponges getting big?
Yeah. I'm a little bit bigger than him. I got big for Jaxler, and he's just a little bit smaller.
I feel like,
It's like
We're pretty
nobody
close.
wins because
You know what I mean?
it's because are we we know what's gonna happen. Sonny's gonna win because like
True.
he's beating up a disabled guy. It's kind of fucked up.
Exactly.
He just goes. He
Hell
goes for the insulin
yeah,
pump,
brother.
and then I just fucking die.
Yeah.
listen,
like-
you got to go turtle.
put him
thought
on
you would.
skates,
I honestly
bro.
thought you would win, Jaxler, since you have more muscle.
I turn on the sun, bro. I say, "Oh my god, it's 75 degrees," and he's like, "Oh my god, it's too hot!" And then he starts melting on the spot. And I don't even have to hit him. It's great.
I don't think that's how I don't. Are you saying you control the weather
figured-
machine?
Yeah.
I figured Jaxler would win, and we would all just chant "Jax him off."
Yeah.
That's a
Jax
banger.
him
That's a
off.
banger.
Jax him
Yeah.
off. Wow. All right, I want to see it. Let's make
Yeah.
it happen.
The second round KO, baby.
SGDQ 2026.
Yeah,
Honestly,
That's
I might
actually
throw the
26.
fight just so that happens. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be a good intentional throw. You know, and then I'll bet against
And then-
myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I was
I
about to
win
say,
money.
we'll bet on
Dude,
Jack. It'd be
it's
perfect.
sports gambling. We can rig
Dude,
sports
we're
gambling.
just like
Holy
Chauncey
shit.
Billups and Terry Rozier. Let's fucking go. This is
Except
ingenious.
poorer.
Dude,
Yeah.
call me Scott Foster the way I be fucking fixing matches.
You know, I don't even
More
think
like
that guy's
Scott
fixing matches.
Fixer.
I think he's genuinely too dumb to like fix a match. You know what I mean? Like, I think he just doesn't understand. I think he just really hates the game. He does it for the hate of the game, not the love of the game.
Dang.
Anyway, so your
rough.
boxing match, we need to finish the story, and I swear I
No,
won't think of
you know, it's
something else to
done. It's
side
done.
tangent on.
Water was $5. It was a crime. Fuck
Why?
Detroit.
Don't tell me you paid for 5. I mean,
No. Are you fucking kidding me? They literally had a faucet right behind the bar, and I was like, could I just get a cup and fill it up with that? And they were like, no. I was like, well then fucking go fuck
Oh,
yourself.
because it's a casino. Yeah, that would explain it.
Yeah, so like I have to like
Because they probably
fucking
make
play a
they probably
hand
make
in
the
order
alcohol.
to-
They probably make the alcohol cheaper than the water.
I don't know.
That would
I
be
should have
fire.
asked. That would be interesting.
That would be good.
Right.
Not predatory
That's
at
good.
all. That would be good.
Order alcohol.
Yeah, you should just start drinking and gambling at the same time. Those are two things you should do together.
I should. Should I go get?
Ooh.
Should I get a? No.
And-
I drink yesterday. It was the Edmund Fitzgerald anniversary.
And you
drank
could
too
do
much
some like
yesterday.
meth or something so that you can stay awake and also be drunk and then also gamble at the same time. You know what I mean? Meth
Yeah,
is an
let's
upper,
just-
right? Am I correct about that?
Detroit Special's crazy.
Crossfaded during the sports gambling. That's nuts.
It'd be fun.
dude.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think
Like,
we should
what-
all do
I
I'm
wouldn't be
that.
just trying
afraid.
to-
I wouldn't
Like,
be
with that-
afraid, and I'd keep like a real nice like poker face, you know. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't even look at my cards, and I'd be
Yeah,
like,
you're just
all
like
in.
tweaking, but like you're
you would be
motionless.
tweaking your poker face.
That's like the reverse.
Your like
psychology
right
poker
shoulder would be
face.
like trying to escape your clavicle, just like
yeah,
Oh my
that's perfect.
God.
Yeah.
So Cosmic went to New Jersey.
New Jersey.
It's true. I did.
Congratulations.
New Jersey.
I did. Woo.
Were you
But-
faded
so
in
I
New
often
Jersey
go
similar to your shirt?
Yeah, were you?
No.
Have you ever been to just
Um,
old Jersey?
It's just
No.
called Jersey. It's
See, that would have been a better tweet than DJ Valid. I'm just saying.
It'd been better than both yours, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, because he's
So-
not on Blue
Yeah.
Sky. You know, we need to get the
that.
funny man on
I'm
Blue
proud
Sky.
of it.
He needs to get the.
I'm proud of
He
it.
needs to get on Blue Sky.
Why should
yeah,
I
we,
I
buy
have to
need,
go
we,
to-
need, we need to get all
There's
of
really
like
no
the.
reason to, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just like
I'm not going
Not
to
really.
sell you
Twitter
on Blue
without
Sky
the
or Twitter.
Nazis.
I'm just not going to sell you on either of those platforms. They're both dog
yeah,
shit.
don't
and I
do
don't
it.
use either of them.
Like that's the play.
Oh.
Yep.
Besides to
Yeah.
log on once every
That's
3
fair.
months and terrorize people and tell them to get bigger
Yeah,
for me.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And then I go into hiding
terrorizing.
again.
That does sound fun. Terrorizing people.
Yeah, terrorism is really cool. Similar to like when we were talking about bombs earlier, especially the ones in like suitcases, airports. You know.
Yeah, and this is all Jaxler's idea. It's not my idea, police.
Yeah, like
Yep.
the bomb
Take him.
on the person.
Yeah,
right
I'm taking
now.
I'm taking the initiative on this one.
Yeah. It's that white guy. It's not the black one for the first time.
So in
Speaking
Jersey,
of
I
bombs,
often go
New Jersey,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. So I often go to Jersey because there's just a lot of like
Bombs.
speed friends from
Oh.
there. And I usually go and like we go to restaurants or whatever because New Jersey like local restaurants have just like a lot of culture in them and they're all pretty old relatively speaking and they're all really good as well. So the diner that because I met up with Needle and his girlfriend Alyssa. Needle is a horror runner, mostly known for running like Ghostwire Tokyo at GDQ. He also did Resident Evil 7 for a little while, and like Resident Evil Village and like Silent Hill F and Silent Hill 2, stuff like that. But we went to this place called White Manna, which is like one of the original like slider burger.
Not to be
Is
confused
that
with
supposed
White
to be
Castle.
euphemism?
No, what do you mean euphemism? For what?
White
thought it was
manna?
I thought it was a biblical reference.
No, I don't know really what it's referencing.
What would
but-
white mana
I mean,
even
the-
be insinuating, Jaxler? Where are you?
Come.
How?
Oh.
Where? How?
So
when?
I don't-
White Manna.
Who, what,
the
when,
where,
White
why, how?
Manna.
See,
I think I get it.
The White Manna
get
that
it.
I drove to was like quite a ways away from me.
It's just like mana, you know, like
and
in
it was
Smite,
like
you
there's
know what I
two
mean? You use
locations that
cast
they have.
abilities.
There's one in Hackensack, New Jersey, and there's one in Jersey
God,
City.
I forgot there's
Like,
a town called
you know,
Oh.
Hackensack, that would be
Hacken-
appropriate to, you know, launch the cum, not on white
Who
mana.
up hack and they sack? I feel
Who
like
up
you
hack
hack
and
on
they
a sack. I
sack,
feel like
yeah.
that's the mode of operation.
But I went to the
I'm not
one
gay,
in-
so I wouldn't know. But
I went to the Jersey City one, and that's like the original one. Fortunately, they had their own parking, even though it was in like Jersey City, which is pretty good. So I got to just park there. And it's basically just like a box car that got extended out, essentially. So
That's
they have
awesome.
like the little like kitchen area just in the middle, and you just kind of walk in and you just say what you want after looking at the pricing board in the back, which has been the same pricing board since like 1946, which is
Holy
how long
shit.
the place has been open. So they have a bunch of like old pictures on the wall of just like, you know, the various owners and like people that have visited there and everything. They also had pictures of Timothy Chalamet because they filmed part of the Bob Dylan film there. A
My
Complete
goat,
Unknown.
Timothy
They did
Chalamet.
that for a few
I never
days.
saw that film, but that's cool.
When I went to the bathroom, it was just like this side area that just looked super dark and what is it, foreboding. There's just like random stickers in there that they just let people just put up and everything. So
back
pretty
on
cool.
Back on Twitter, one of my favorite accounts was called Dark Souls Toilet, and it would just have like toilets with like menacing like auras to them, or in just like the most insane places with like a Dark Souls health bar or some shit. Like,
fortunately, excuse me.
Oh my God,
fortunately, this one did not have that sort of aura to it, but it was just kind of like, thank you.
Cool.
So this one, fortunately, did not have that sort of aura to it, but it was like definitely like, oh, this is quite budget. All right, sure. So we go in there and just say like, oh yeah, we'll have. I had 4 burgers and they each had like their share.
4? God damn, this guy's putting on some weight.
They were like the sliders, bro. They were sliders, bro.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, you're putting up like.
Fuck that, dude. Like,
honestly,
4 regular size burgers.
I was I was deciding in my head whether to say meat or cold, but I don't think either of us could eat 4 burgers like ISO'd. So it just didn't.
ISO'd.
Okay, I got some fries with it.
Fucking fat ass.
All right, well, now I got fries.
I was letting you out of it, and then you jumped into it. You jumped in.
Rough, dude.
You said, "I'll take it," and
up.
I said, "Okay."
Fair enough. Yeah. But so I had 4 burgers that were like just the regular cheeseburgers with onions on them. They just cooked the burgers like straight in the onions with the bun and like toast the bun on the griddle there and everything. They have it all up front, so you just get to watch him just do it right there.
Oh, that's the shit.
And
dude, it's like 5 guys.
It was just like 2 dudes that were in there, and I think they've just been there like running the family business for like ever. The interesting thing too is that so we got in total like 9 burgers, 2 sodas, and 2 fries, and for all that it was $25, which comes out to like less than $2 each for like each item. So the burger prices there have not changed since 1946. It's the same ass numbers up on that price board since then, which is wild to me.
That is absolutely.
I'm like, it must just be like
crowded.
No, it was pretty dead. I think they get a lunch rush, and that's probably maybe like a lunch and maybe like a 5 o'clock rush. But we were like
making money.
We were like 3 out of maybe 5 people in there.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, now shit, I have to go there now.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know why I'd ever want to be in New Jersey, but
the food is bomb. Okay, like that's all I gotta say. The food there that they have at like the diners and the other like local restaurants and stuff, like Papa's Tomato Pies, which is in another part of Jersey. That is like the longest. That is the longest concurrently running pizzeria in America, and they're really, really good. So I've talked about that before. It's really good stuff. But yeah, White Mano was good. I was there for probably about an hour. A little over, talking to Needle and Alyssa. We were catching up about like whether or not we had planned to go to GDQ and like kind of what Needle's plans for speedrunning was and all that sort of stuff. And I told him to stop streaming RE4 randos.
Stop streaming, yes.
There's been a lot of people doing that.
Stop streaming Fortnite, please.
I was like, man, I love y'all, but like
I already
when people turn on,
you're good.
When people start streaming like the RE4 remake randos, the other Resident Evil randos, I'm just like, come on, man.
There's gotta be something better.
There's gotta be something better. But apparently people watch that shit. And it's just like, it's just a game that's
RE4.
It's the game just modded to hell and back RE4 remake. Like Deadpool is the fucking shopkeep and has like voice lines and everything.
Beautiful.
And I've seen stuff where like Needle, after I got home, Needle was streaming and it was like he was playing as Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 2077 in RE4 remake.
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Yeah, exactly. Wake the fuck up, President's daughter, or whatever the fuck Leon says, But
that's awesome.
So what you're saying is that if I streamed a Pokemon randomizer, you would not watch?
Probably not. Oh. I mean, I might just tune in and just hate every second of it, but
you would hate watch me. This could be worth it to me. I'll take a hate watcher. I need those.
It's either I hate watch and I just lurk, or I just don't actually watch and I just let the tab sit there open. So
W hate watch +1. I'll take it. You know,
it just depends. But also, if I just don't want to have the tab clutter there, I'm just like, I'll be around when y'all are off this shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's probably because like it is effectively to me the same as just like, I'm trying to think of an accurate comparison here. But it's like, it's a game essentially without rules, right? Or just the rules shifted around so much that it doesn't really even matter. It's not a challenge run within like the parameters of the game. It's like an unbalanced version of the game that is totally disparate in aesthetic, and you just kind of like
stupid.
Yeah, you want in randomizers, you're just like wandering around, just like, oh, I finally found this thing that I need to progress. All right, let's do it. Like, you're not optimizing anything. You're essentially just playing casually, but like reshuffled.
Yeah, but hear me out, Cosmic, is I could load up a Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn map. It's 3 regions, and I teleport between all 3 of them, and I have to remember where everything goes. Like, that's
I can just load up a gun to
dude, it's so fun, because then I can like go from like, I could get like a Rayquaza, and then I could beat Brock in Pewter City with his level 8 Geodude.
And I can load up a different stream is what I can do. So that's what I can do. But yeah, no, it was good to see both of them. I drove quite a long ways for it, but honestly, it was worth it. And also when you go to visit friends, I'm always prepared to like pay for my food, but they're always like, we got you. And I'm like, all right, that's fair.
Man, I wish my friends would pay for my food. God damn. My friends always say, suck a dick, bitch. Bro. And they say, you got to pay. And I'm like, all right.
Well, do you drive like 2 hours to go see them?
No, I don't have friends.
That you spend time with in person? Yeah, I was
no. Well, that'll do it.
I think you buried the lead.
That'll do it.
Well, I have one friend. I don't remember the last time I went out to eat with him though.
The good and bad thing about Delaware is that like I'm in the middle of like, you know, Pennsylvania and New York and New Jersey and Maryland and Virginia. And so Tennessee. I have access to like a lot of different speed runs as long as I drive a couple of hours. But also, it's a couple of hours like each way.
Yeah.
You know, like really the closest is Philly, which is you know, an hour-ish give or take, considering, you know, depending on like when I leave or whatever. You know, traffic and all that sort of stuff. But that's generally how long it takes to get to Philly from Delaware. So unless you're like right at the very bottom. But yeah, no, it was pretty dope.
It just takes like 8 hours to get from one to the other.
fucking nuts.
Fucking
yeah.
Giant.
But that is generally how the Eastern cluster works, is everybody's pretty close together.
Yeah. It sounds nice. Except for the winters.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound nice.
Yeah, and the winters are not great. Gotta admit. I mean, fortunately, it hasn't really.
The summers are probably fire though.
Oh, they're a little too hot right now, honestly. They're a little rough out here. I don't know why. Like, it's been reaching like high 90s here in the summer, like pretty consistently, which is it's fucked up. Probably because of how humid it is out here. There was one day where I just had to.
Climate change, unfortunately, is the problem.
It did not used to be.
Global warming's not real. Here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I ate breakfast this morning, so world hunger doesn't exist either.
True. People have been saying it. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I'm glad you're finally on my wavelength, Cosmic. Hell yeah.
So fucking
We're finally equals.
Yeah. And the day before, because I've had like the last 4 days off of work, which is pretty dope. Shout outs to my boss for doing that. I have a million
jokes I can make. I'm not going to do it.
I also have a million jokes, but I chose to not make them because I knew that everyone would just be silent after I launched another racist joke for my third one this podcast. You know what I mean?
It's always like at your own expense too.
And no one would respond. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
what are we supposed to do?
Like, because here's the thing: it's a trick question because it's like it's at your expense. So like, I feel like if I go, yeah, that's true. Like, just
and then I make another joke, and then it's good. Yeah, this is. You don't want to walk into my trap.
For Blue Sky, bro.
You're not going to get clipped for Blue Sky. Probably.
Bro is like creating a minefield, and like, why are you not fucking blowing up the IED? Like,
yeah,
really,
you
dude?
can clearly
like,
see the mines in front of you. Step on them. Like, I'm not even burying them. They're just above ground. They have like big bright LEDs on them.
It's just like a pipe bomb, but it's not even like in a tailpipe. It's just sitting there on the ground.
Step here. Do it, please.
But what was it, 2 days ago, so Sunday, I also had another fighting game local for Under Night in Birth 2, and that was cool. Because I actually won that one.
Under Night in Birth.
In Birth
What
2.
the fuck is that?
It's an anime-ass fighting game. It's made by the same people that made Melty Blood. So
the only reason I know about Melty Blood is because of Snowy Moogle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Otherwise, I wouldn't know what that is.
There is, like, Melty Blood famously is a game that like had sets of it played in a bathroom at one hotel. So then, ever since then, Melty Blood became like the poverty fighting game that got played in bathrooms.
Yeah.
Snowy
even
Moogle
like
is poverty.
it even extends to like, you know, the larger FGC, this being a joke, because there was a point where my friend was the guy that hosts like the fighting game sessions at his house. Was showing me around his new house that I had not seen before. Granted, you know, I haven't seen this guy in like half a decade. And so he's walking me around like the basement, and he like opens the door to a room that's underneath his stairs that, you know, lead up to the first floor. And he goes, "This is the Melty Blood room." And then we keep walking, you know.
Nice.
And
that's good.
He's like, and then there's the bathroom, and I'm like, I thought that would be the Melty Blood room.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but this is even smaller, so it's even more fitting. So, but Under Night in Birth was cool. I haven't played the game in a little while, but I ended up winning. I will say one thing is like, this new breed of fighting game players that do not block, bro. I'm sorry, but you make my job a lot easier than it needs to be. Because the guy that I played against in Grands did not have any sort of defense. And it was painfully obvious. That man got up hitting buttons. And, you know, in true me fashion, I was like constructively toxic, where I was like, yeah, you really called out like my lack of meaty timings there for a little bit, but you really need to block on Wake Up, because that made like, you know, made me closing out the rounds easier. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I went, "Yep." So, like, like I don't know what. Here's the thing: is that if I don't tell him, he's gonna think that like everything's hunky dory. But he's like, "Yeah, it's something that I got to work on." And
if you get waxed like that and you think everything's hunky dory, then that's on you, bud. Like if you don't have the fucking mental mind palace map, or like just the self reflection, like.
What did he just say?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right, is that like I could tell that he had spent a lot of time learning like the flow state for his character, like what leads into what. And I guess when he maybe plays online, because I knew he'd been playing online a lot, I guess people just get caught by, you know, you hitting stand jab on Wake Up. But every time I just came up to him, and that was that. So it was just the Batman slapping Robin.
Yeah, but hear me out, Cosby. So what if I just get up and just smash buttons over and over because it's more fun to do that? And what if I don't care that I need to block?
Well,
what if I make an active decision to be a Giga Chad? If you don't
care, then like that's one thing. But this guy clearly cares about like improving and winning.
Oh, cringe! I would never do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I would never improve.
Imagine wanting to be good at anime. That's crazy.
That's true. Yeah.
People have been saying
honestly, every time somebody's like somebody's like too excited about like Charlotta from Grand Blue or Batista in Under Night or like all these little like midget characters, I'm like, I'm gonna submit a report to the FBI real quick. We'll see who goes to winners finals.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, are we?
Yeah.
Isn't that like
the really short characters? Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
Yeah. We'll see who gets the prize money when they're walking your ass out.
Shout outs to all the lollies
minutes,
characters in video games.
Yeah, it's sort of like the tap out shirts from the early 2000s. They tell you exactly what kind of person that is wearing that.
Oh, so pedophiles.
Y'all remember those guys that wore the
Although I think the tap out shirts now are more of like an aesthetic of like the early 2000s, so just like more normal people wear them rather than like when they were in vogue. The assholes wore them, but now they're just kind of like they're like sort of an aesthetic.
I was about to make the
now.
same exact joke, Jaxler. You're welcome.
In school, did you guys have friends that had the Cookie Monster hat, or is that more friends. So just mine? Well, not right. We're just classmates, I should say. I don't think I was ever friends with somebody who had the Cookie Monster hat. And they wore like basketball shorts.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know who you're talking about. I think you're talking about I think you're calling out one very specific person in your school.
No. Look up Cookie Monster hat.
I'm not looking it up. Nope.
No, Cookie Monster. No, I swear to God, this is a thing.
Oh my God, bless you.
No, people understand. If you're watching this and you understand what I'm talking about, the people who had Cookie Monster hats are literally the scum of the earth now, and they're keeping the lower class strong so that we get richer.
Speaking of Cookie Monster, I got a cold DM, or not a cold DM, just a cold friend request the other day from a certain certain individual in the Night of 100. I said, speaking of Cookie Monster.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
Cold knows who's.
I'm gonna let this skate by.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Are you gonna pull up your thing, Cole?
Wait,
or,
what?
What do you?
There's nothing to look up. Like there's nothing to pull up. Rather,
that's gonna be the end of the podcast, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Cole's just wasting our time. You know, that's crazy.
Rough,
guys.
honestly.
I thought he was gonna pull up like an example of like a Cookie Monster guy just being like a pedophile or something.
I mean,
he pulled up no pedophiles. He didn't even pull up a picture of Drake. It was crazy. Like he just did nothing.
That is.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like a Midwestern thing. Yeah, everybody in these pictures.
What, being a pedophile is a Midwestern?
No, the Cookie Monster hat. No. I mean, I don't know. I don't go into
this
Ohio.
Episode's title is "The Cookie Monster a Pedophile."
That YouTube is gonna love it.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that one.
Probably not.
Jaxler.
Probably not.
Comment, like, and subscribe if we did not name that the episode.
What's the name of that?
Do we have anything to say? Shout out? What are y'all doing?
Trying to think.
I think so.
I actually had I don't know when it's going to come out. It's probably this week, but I was on that German podcast again called Komm de Hagens, talking for like 2.5 hours about Ninja Gaiden 4.
He did not say come to Hagens, Jaxler. He said, come to Hagens? That's what he said. He didn't say come to Hagens. Yeah. Okay. So I saw it on your face.
But
So
I was on that. That episode should be up this week. It's at komdehagens.podcaster.de.
Isn't that the ice cream?
Just link it in the fucking.
You're gonna say that, and I'm just gonna forget to do it. Wait, actually, you have the login information. You could just do it yourself. Yeah, because I will forget.
Yeah, I'll just add it.
Yeah.
It should be up this week, but we talked about Ninja Gaiden 4 for like 2.5 hours. It was my buddy Don Mosquito and I.
2.5 hours. Guys, do you want to do a 2.5 hour podcast like right now? What if we just like
you could have done a whole run of the game in that time? Actually, not even quite.
I'm down to do it long.
Almost the whole run. So
guys, let's become Joe Rogan, just 3 hours straight. Just
oh god.
Yeah, and
don't
actively
even joke about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Honestly,
3
I feel
hours
like
every
if you're
day?
doing a 3 hour podcast, like I feel like you just have to be a conspiracy theorist at some point. And
you have to make up shit.
You
to,
do.
talk about.
You have nothing to talk about at that point. Like, how do you survive?
Yeah.
You know,
unless you're Cosmic, in which case you can talk about Ninja Gaiden 4 or Devil May Cock for like however many hours.
I feel like Cosmic could talk about his left pinky toe and have it be interesting for like 2 hours straight up.
I wouldn't say it'd be interesting, but I get what you're saying.
Damn.
He could find some shit to yap about.
I could. Yeah, that's true. Somehow.
Toes are weird.
Oh, your pinky. Yeah, dude, toes are crazy.
Let's not talk about toes. Anyone has anything else to say? Shout out the other two. Are you all doing anything?
Coming out this Saturday.
Oh shit.
Oh,
so tomorrow, it's coming out tomorrow, guys. He's not lying for attention. It's coming out tomorrow. Definitely not lying for attention.
Oh god, I have a lot to do.
So true.
But no, I don't have anything to do, Jax.
No.
Wow.
Played the new Pokemon.
Goodbye.
Yeah, for once,
Pokemon Randomizer.
Yeah, guys, we're going to play a
Cosmic,
Pokemon Randomizer on the podcast next week. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Okay, guys?
That might be more interesting.
All of us versus Cosmic.
I feel like that's just a regular podcast episode.
Yeah.
All of us versus Cosmo.
We just start along with the video, just putting like Pokemon Randomizer like as like like when you have those YouTube shorts with like the Subway Surfer shit, like the baby sensory.
Yeah.
That's how we get it to happen. The worst part is like Pokemon Rando would probably just pull better without the pocket.
That's true.
Probably.
That's true.
Dude, I love incentive structures. Anyway, see y'all next week.
Goodbye forever.
Or else.